paint the broader picture of scanning solutions. I think it's very important to understand how Hexagon focuses on this whole arena.
Yeah, absolutely. So here at the show, we have a lot of different solutions. It's not that we have one type of 3D scanner. We have multiple 3D scanners, and they all have their strengths and weaknesses, all kind of focus on different industries. Let's just say here at the medical device show, we have our stationary equipment here. They also have 3D scanning capabilities. And then behind me on the portable side of the business, we have scanners to scan large objects. Think about large Boeing 747 airplanes, rockets of that nature. We have a solution for all of those.
Yeah. And you kind of described it for someone that might not be living and breathing scanning solutions all day long. Take us into the kitchen, if you will, right? They're different knives for different functions. I think that's a good analogy for this.
Yeah.
Describe that a little bit
Yeah,
more.
exactly. So kind of like what we talked about earlier, all these devices, the common denominator is inspection, right? They're all going to measure different variety of parts, much like for knives, the common denominator is cutting. So there's a reason why we have, a fillet knife or, a bread knife. They all have their strengths and weaknesses, just like how we have different solutions here, right? We're talking about small objects measuring, let's say, the microchip level all the way to the large, planes, for example. We have specific solutions for those.
What we wanted to get into with you is taking a little deeper dive into reverse engineering. How is scan data used for reverse engineering? Let's hear this from your perspective.
Sure. So what we do at Geomagic is we are the bridge from your 3D scans, right? So the SLS scanner, your STL file, and we're that bridge into your CAD program, whether it's SolidWorks, NX, Creo, AutoCAD, or even into 3D printing. So what our capabilities are on the reverse engineering side is that we can clean up meshes from the 3D scanners because it's never always perfect. So we can clean up the mesh, and then we can actually create CAD-like features in our software and build our sketches, our extrudes, whatever we're trying to do, and create a CAD model, essentially.
Yeah. And as I understand it, Geomagic, maybe before I ask my question, can you define Geomagic for our audience so they're familiar with this?
So Geomagic, I don't know if you know this, has been around for many years, right? Acquired by Hexagon in April of last year. It's got an influx of resources now. The software is already great. Hexagon's making it even better. So Geomagic is always and has been that bridge from scan to CAD, right? Our flagship product is Design X. That's our reverse engineering platform. And when you hear Geomagic, everyone knows Design X.
Yeah. And it's not, I kind of think the way I've been starting to think about this, it's not just like turning it into CAD, but it's turning that data, that scan data, into a useful format.
Correct.
Is even a way I would more generally describe it. Like, are there limitations to this?
Yes and no. I would say we probably do about 99% of what everyone needs from our software, right? There's always going to be a customer that has this very unique application, but what's great about Geomagic is we are a solid team with a ton of knowledge, and we always find a way to find the workaround for that 1% of customers. So we go above and beyond. We work closely with what that 1% does, and even the 99%, and we get the solution that they need every time.
And what would you say sets Geomagic apart from the pack?
Yeah, so of course there are competitors in this realm, but what we have is we have a long-standing business, even before Hexagon. We have a ton of trust in the industry, and then one of my favorite features of Geomagic is actually live transfer. So that kind of sets us apart. So what's really cool about our software is everything that we've done to build these CAD features, we can actually take that and live transfer it into SolidWorks, into your CAD package, where it will automatically open SolidWorks, recreate that feature tree, and now you're within your SolidWorks part file, but you have a fully editable tree. So a lot of the other softwares, they'll just only export what the industry calls as a dummy file, a dummy solid, an IGES or step, which you can also do within Design X, right? But that capability of being able to have the feature tree in your CAD package fully editable, you can roll back, you can create your edits back in Design X and then just re-import it back into your CAD package. It's very seamless, and I think that is one of the most powerful tools of Design X.
Would it be too corny to say that live transfer puts the magic in Geomagic?
I would not say it's too corny, but maybe just a little.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, Anthony, I appreciate you taking us
Yeah.
through everything in this conversation. Thanks so much for the overview, adding some of the details. It's been great having
It
you
was
on.
great. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Cheers.
Cheers.